Hello, there. I am the ghost of psychology past. But you may call me William Wundt. I am known as the father of psychology, because I wrote the first psychological journal and started the first psychological laboratory in 1879. I was a proponent of the school of structuralism, in which I used introspection to examine the mind. Since then, a lot has changed, and I am here to invite you to begin the journey into the past with me. Now here we go. Into psychology's past. Here we are, in Ivan Pavlov's office. Howdy, Pavlov.
Well, hello, Wilhelm. Ashoo.
Bless you. Do you have a cold, Ivan?
No. I think it might be just allergies. Would you like to have a seat?
Well, good, then. Can you explain to me about your experiments and behaviorism?
Sure. Oh no. Hold on. Ashoo.
Bless you.
Sorry about that. Let's begin. I was initially interested in the salivary reflex, which is an automatic, unlearned response that occurs when a food stimulus is presented to an animal, including a human. Ashoo.
Bless you. You might want to take some medicine or something for that.
Oh, I will be okay. So anyway, I wanted to work with the digestive tract originally, so I measured the salivary output in canines relative to different foods. At which point, I began to notice that the dogs would begin to salivate right when the lab technician came in the door. And I realized that these behavioral responses were a window to the working mind, so I changed my experiment to focus on learning. I could do a demonstration for you, if you like.
Sure. That would be awesome.
Okay then.
Wait. What just happened? Why did I just flinch?
I conditioned you to flinch. A neutral stimulus, the doorbell, was paired with the unconditioned stimulus, a sneeze, that readily produces an unconditioned response, a flinch. The first trials were conditioning trials, where I rang the doorbell and sneezed at the same time. Then, just now, I rang the doorbell without sneezing, and you still flinched even though I didn't sneeze, and you didn't have to worry about any germs. At the end of the experiment, the doorbell becomes the conditioned stimulus because it produces a flinch, which is your conditioned response.
Even though I am a little embarrassed, thank you for that demonstration. Unfortunately, we better be on our way.
Thank you for visiting. I hope to see you again soon.
I must return you all to your classroom, but since I am only the ghost of psychology past, you should expect another visitor. Goodbye now.
Hi class. I am the ghost of psychology present, but you all know me better as Professor Halpern. I wrote your psychology book, and I used to be the president of the American Psychological Association, or APA. But anyway, let me remind you about what you all should have read for homework. Also, those of you in the back, don't think I can't see you falling asleep. On that note, here we go. Here we are in a biology classroom, and I hope you haven't forgotten about forgetting. Although the decay theory was popular in the past, this is the present and we know much more now. This is one of my students, Jeff. He is taking a biology exam right now, and he is trying to remember what his professor taught him about Charles Darwin.
Hi, Professor. I can't remember anything about Charles Darwin, even though I knew it at the beginning of the semester. All I can come up with is that he was a proponent of psychoanalysis, but that doesn't sound right at all. That sounds like Sigmund Freud, but you taught me about him after I learned about Darwin.
That makes sense then, Jeff. What's happening is called retroactive interference. The interference theory suggests that one memory covers up another memory so that the first memory can no longer be retrieved. This interference is also known as blocking.
Can you help me figure out a way to remember things better?
A good way to aid your memory is by using mnemonics. Mnemonics are adhesives of association that we use more often than we think. What are the colors of the rainbow, Jeff?
Let's see. Roy G. Beeve. That's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Why do you ask?
Well, that's mnemonic called chunking. You took the first letters of each color and grouped them into 3 chunks that made a name. Although you learned that when you were a child, this type of mnemonic is still very useful for all kinds of information. Chunking is useful for 5 to 9 meaningful pieces of information, or 7 plus or minus 2.
Oh, I see now.
Another way to remember things is through maintenance rehearsal. Just think about how you learned the Pledge of Allegiance. The more you repeated it, the better you knew it.
You're right. Thanks.
Anyway, get back to work on your biology exam. We have got to be out of here.
Bye, Professor.
I have to be off, but before that, I will be glad to introduce you to your next guide through time. And here he is.
Hello, all. I am the ghost of psychology future. I am made out of recycled boxes and I am proud to represent the convergence of technology and environmental friendliness. Thank you for the introduction, Professor.
No problem. Have fun in the future.
Shall we? Here we are. At school, where you meet a lot of people. So while we're on the subject of people and relationships, let's talk about love. In Western societies, we believe that romantic love determines who we will be with for the rest of our lives. This romantic love is an emotional state that is tender and usually sexual, and it is comprised of 2 categories, passionate love and companion love. Here comes a nice lady. I wonder if she is in love.
Hello, robot. As a matter of fact, I have just recently fallen in love. I experience intense longing to be with my boyfriend all the time. Being in love is so exciting.
Congratulations. You are experiencing passionate love. Are your parents still married?
As a matter of fact, they are. What is their secret?
Well, I'm sure there is a component of companion love in their relationship. They must have a strong attachment to one another. An important bit of information for married couples is that those who keep the passion alive tend to stay married longer.
Wow, that's great. How will I know if my boyfriend is the one?
Well, miss, is he taller than you?
Yes,
Is he older than you?
he is.
Does he weigh more than you?
Yes, about 30 pounds more.
Do you look similar? Are you the same religion?
We do look a bit similar, and we are both Christian.
Well, it looks like you've got a keeper.
Yay. Thanks, robot.
You're welcome, dear. I hope everything turns out well for you. Which I know it will because I am the ghost of psychology future. Thanks for chatting, but we better be off. Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us, the ghosts of psychology past, present and future. I hope you have learned something and enjoyed your tour through time. See you next time.